Hey guys, I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight, and it's going to be a how-to video on Solana Valley, not how-to Solana Valley, but how to buy one of the cows from Solanart. I'm going to show a few of the DeFi programs. This is my second take. I'm new to doing this style of a video. I do want to do more, but obviously it's time sensitive for me because I work a normal job 12 hours a day, 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So I don't get a lot of time. I try to push these videos out as I see a need for them. And as my own videos grow, my own expectations grow, and I'm trying to learn to get better. Now, why Solana Valley? These guys released yesterday. For me, I've only known about them for 2 days, and it was a day after they were releasing a 10,000 generative release, and I just didn't have the research, and I wasn't prepared to buy it. It just wasn't within my factor of being happy with doing it. So, what's changed my mind since then? Good question. I did a little bit of research. I've did a bit of research in my last video for them, and I like what I see. I just wish I had have seen it earlier. So I'm not going to be pushed into buying any artwork or any game item that I'm not comfortable with either taking the risk or have done a little bit of research as to why, costings, all that kind of thing. Going through their website, I was happy with what I saw. I was also very happy with the way they've written out with their game developers and the experience behind them. You know, as I said before, Supercell, Twitch, Unity, these guys have got some big names behind their experience. So we know that Solanart is where they've listed. I do believe there was a second place they've listed, but Solanart's where I'm happy with shopping at. They have had issues before, and part of what I want to talk about is safety and looking for minting IDs. So in the Valley, I've looked at the first three, and you can click on them. This will show you several things. One of those is where the token comes from. So if you click on view token, that'll load up SolScan, and it's going to show you minting addresses. That's one of the things. Now, I did try and quickly go on to their Discord and find the minting addresses, couldn't find them, and I wanted to get this video out tonight. So it's not really a complete, perfectly studied video, but I'm trying to see how it goes, basically for my own personal growth. As you can see, the numbers all match for the Sol scans, and they're great. They all match up. And then I randomly just did one that was at 4 or 5, Solana, and bang. Now, why would you buy something rather than mint? Part of the reason of minting is people get these big sailed rare ones, and it might be something like this, and it's sold for 550 Sol. 1 day later, they've 275 times their money. This is why there's huge money. There'll be maths behind it. The bots try and do it. I do believe it wasn't an instant sellout for Solana Valley. So it's cooled down a little bit with generative artwork. Numbers are changing, but I do think there was a little bit of behind the scenes action work with how these guys did it to try to control it and give people a chance. So we've looked at the tokens. We've found they're happy. We then have a look at some of the things like the attributes. These are random lists, percentages put into computers, and they're just generative. So what I look at for it, I don't want to spend a whole heap of money into this. It's not something that, you know, I would have rather mint one, and if I just get a common one or a possibly rare one, I'd keep it and I'd play the game with it. You know, that to me is cool in the chance. Opening a packet of cards, I still remember playing plenty of card games, and it's that getting the packet open and checking your rare card was always an exciting part of it. Unless, of course, you did boxes of cards, and that's a different story. Now, you can see they've all got different types of abilities, colors, shirts, special abilities. What I liked was when I saw this one was not just the fact that it's the cheapest, but it had a necklace, a lightning bolt necklace. So for that, if there's a PvP element comes into the game, that might give you a little bit of a advantage. So what I would like to mention, I did do this, but I muffed it up in my first video. What I would like to show is how I do this. Now, I stake a certain amount of my Solana on Marinade. This is currently still in beta. They've got a 3 million cap. They're at 2.35 million at the moment. Other things worth mentioning is at the moment, there's the MNDE token. There's going to be bonuses for using Marinade early. I've been in it since the beginning. Love Marinade. I love the staking. Now, where I put my Marinade, a good thing I guess is saying is that Marinade takes your Solana, wraps it, and makes it into mSol, marinade sol. So then you can use your marinated sol, and you can either take it to Parrot or you can take it to Saber, and there will be more and more options for this. You're getting 6.21% interest, and these guys spread their Solana across a lot of their Sol coin across a lot of the great validators on Solana. They're chasing both diversity of spread, keeping the network decentralized, and getting the best return. That you'll see that does adjust slightly. Other things worth looking at is you can see some of the use cases of mSol. So you can see here, mSol Orca 102%. Another notable one is mSol. Is that the Parrot link? That is not, but it's Port. Parrot and Port Finance do a link up where you can link, borrow, and it goes to 100% as well. But there are lots of options. So I'm not saying by any means is this the best option. It's just how I do mine. I like to have some liquid. I like to have it available. If you want to take profit while the coin's high and then buy back in when it's low, this would give you a very real option. So what you need to do here is you've got the pool for mSol and Sol. You come in here. Things worth noting is you want to have a look at what the balance of the pool is currently. Marinated Sol is slightly underneath at 48.6%, slightly underneath normal Solana. So you would get slightly more LP for putting in the marinated Sol. So you put your coins into that pool. That'll then give you some LP. And what's very good is it links on the screen there. You've got LP. Would you like to go to farms to add it? So you would click on it there. For me, I've got to come here and show you. You would click on there. Now, what I like about it is it shows you the APY. This is really big, 5%. So you're getting 6% from mSol, from Marinade, and you're getting 5% here. You're hitting 11%. You don't get the same for staking in your standard Phantom. So, worth mentioning again, it makes me think, mSol slowly goes up in value because what's happening is the Solana is automatically being added into it from every epoch, and that's slowly making your mSol worth more. Once you get your mSol and Sol out, your LP out, you then have to take it back to the pools. You take it out of the pool, and then you come to here and you swap it. So the reason I swap it here is that usually it's a better rate than going back into Marinade and taking the 3% hit to do it instantly, because there's a fee for instantly removing your Solana from Marinade, or you can do it over 3 days, which is a lot slower, cheaper. So I just swap it out there, bang, bang, swap that out. Now what that does is that gives you wrap-sol. So I'll then go to step.finance and I'll swap my wrap-sol for Solana, and there's no fee for that on step.finance. So that then gives me Solana in my wallet, and I come back over to Solana Valley and I buy it. I've looked, I'm happy with the token. I think that it's real, it's not a fake. I did see fake copies on other games. There's no point saying it now. It was fixed. And there's always going to be things like this. You've got to do your research. You've got to use safety. You've got to be happy that you're buying the real thing. So I'm going to click on this. I am going to connect wallet, Phantom. Bang, let's connect that. 3.15 Sol, and I will buy my little Moo Cow. Owned by old mate. Click on buy. Bang. So I've got a cow now in Solana Valley, and I will show you 2 ways. My Phantom's probably going to take forever to load. Internet gets a bit juicy here at night times. Anyone watching my videos and streams will see, yeah, it can be pretty slow at times. Now not available, so I need to have a look at why I've got that error. That's why it's not available. That'll be to do with my lag. So you can open that up on SolScan. You are now the owner of Cow 6974. Cool. So you can see my Solana's gone down to my wallet. I can come in here and click straight on that. And as you can see, the lag is getting nasty. Other things worth noting is it's good to have a gaming wallet. So if you're going to be going for airdrops, if you're going to be clicking on questionable sites, make sure you've got shit protected, make sure you're safe. Ledgers are a great option. I'm constantly trying to upgrade mine. This is my first year of crypto, so for me, it's making sure I don't get mapped over. I sent 5 FTT a couple of weeks back to the wrong wallet. Still trying to recover that bastard. But there it is, Cow 6974. I'm not going to name it, but now it's a bit of skin in the game for my videos. I've showed you guys Marinade, Saber, Step. There are many, many other options. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.